Good morning students. Welcome back to commercial arithmetic class. So in previous class we had studied problems based on varying rate of compound interest. So I hope that concept is clear. So now we will see the next set of problems in this chapter, that is based on problems on effective rate of interest and nominal rate of interest. So first we will see what is nominal rate of interest. When the interest is calculated yearly, then it is said as nominal rate of interest. So now we will see what is effective rate of interest. When the interest is calculated half yearly or quarterly or monthly or once in a 4 months or so on, once in a 6 months, so etc., then that is said as effective rate of interest. So in nominal rate of interest, what is done? Interest is calculated every year until for a given period, whereas in effective rate of interest for a certain given period, that is for certain n, the interest might be calculated half yearly, that is for every 6 months it might be calculated, or it might be calculated for quarterly or monthly, so on. For this, the formula for compound interest amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to n. Here you can see capital R and capital N is used for rate of interest and period respectively. So we will see what is this capital R and what is this capital N. A denotes for amount and P stands for principal amount. So that is unaltered. The only change is rate and period. So suppose the interest is calculated for half year, then your capital R will be small r by 2 and capital N will be small n into 2 period. So in the question they will give this rate of interest and the period, but if they will mention you have to calculate the interest half yearly, then you have to use this formula and you have to take capital R as small r by 2, and here you are dividing by 2, therefore for n you have to multiply by 2. So remember this. So suppose the interest is calculated quarterly, then your capital R will be r by 4 and capital N will be n into 4 period. So we understand, right? Quarterly means, so you are dividing certain things into 4 equal parts, so that is known as quarterly. Half yearly or 50%, that you know you are dividing a certain quantity into 2 equal parts. So if it is asked for monthly, then R equal to capital R equal to small r by 12 and capital N is calculated as small n into 12 period. So you have to remember these three, and whenever in the question they say interest is compounded based on certain period, that is yearly, quarterly, then you have to use this particular formula, and then you have to see what way the interest is calculated. Based on that you have to use the formulas. So we will see problems. So the 26th problem is find the amount and compound interest on rupees 5000 in 3 years at 8% per annum compounded half yearly. So you can see this is clearly mentioned that your interest is compounded half yearly. So here you have to find out amount and compound interest. Amount is unknown and principal is 5000 and N is 3, R is 8%. So here given compounded half yearly, therefore your capital R will be small r by 2. So what is your small r? It is 8% per annum. Therefore your capital R will be 8 by 2, which is 4% per period. Then what will be your capital N? It will be small n into 2. and here small n is given, the period is for 3 years, therefore it will be 3 into 2, which is 6. Now we got all the required terms to calculate amount. So the formula for amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to capital N. So we will substitute whatever we have found. P is 5000 and into 1 plus capital R is 4, so 4 by 100 whole raised to 6. So this will be 0.04, so plus 1 is 1.04, therefore 5000 into 1.04 whole raised to 6. So using your calculators you can find out 1.04 whole raised to 6. What you have to do, type 1.04, then press into mark and then equal to 5 times, then you will get the answer of 1.046. For that answer again you multiply 5000, you will get it as 6326.60 as amount. So we have found amount. Then finding compound interest will be very easy, that is amount minus principal gives you the interest, therefore the compound interest will be 1326.59 rupees. So the 27th problem is find the amount and compound interest on rupees 9600 at 12% per annum and 4 years payable half yearly. So whenever you in the question, if you get half yearly or quarterly, it is understood it is effective rate of interest. So you have to use the different formula with capital R and capital N. So given half yearly, rate will be R by 2 and period will be N into 2. So here principal is 9600. So your capital R will be 6 per period and capital N will be 8 periods. So with this, follow the similar steps like in the previous problem. You will get amount as 15,300.94 rupees and compound interest as 5,700 rupees. So you solve this, everything is clearly given. So the 28th problem is what sum compounded quarterly would amount to rupees 5,000 in 6 years at 6% per annum. So here in the question, two things are pretty straightforward. First one is they have given what sum. So here principal is unknown and then they have given compounded quarterly. So this is known, it is from effective rate of interest. So would amount to rupees 5,000. So here amount is 5,000, small n is 6 and R is again 6% per annum. So now your capital R will be small r by 4 because it is quarterly. So capital R turns to be 1.5 per period and capital N will be small n into 4, therefore it will be 24 periods. So everything is unknown except P in the formula, therefore we can solve for P. It will be 5,000 equal to P into 1 plus 1.5 by 100 whole raised to 24. So 5,000 equal to P into 1.015 whole raised to 24. So again 1.05 whole raised to 24 can be found from your calculators. Again the same steps, type 1.015, press into symbol and then equal to symbol 23 times. You will get the answer. For that it will be 1.429. so there is a P, so it will be into P, but you want to find out that P, so this term will go in the denominator. It will be 5,000 divided by 1.4295, therefore P is approximately 3,497.72. that is the sum. The 29th problem is what principal would amount to rupees 1,000 at 6% in 2 years compounded monthly. So again principal is unknown and it is compounded monthly and amount is given 1,000, small r is 6% and small n is 2 years. So we will find what is the principal. Here capital R will be small r by 12 that is 6 by 12 or 0.5 per period. Capital N will be 2 into 12, that is 24 periods. Therefore, substitute the given terms in the amount formula. So 1000 equal to P into 1 plus 0.5 divided by 100 whole raised to 24. It will be 1.005 whole raised to 24 into P equal to 1000. So 1.005 whole raised to 24 is 1.1272 into P. Therefore, P will be 887.15 rupees. So in the next class again we will solve problems based on nominal interest as well as effective rate of interest, and then we will go for the last concept, that is depreciation. So for today that's it. Thank you.